Welcome back to Your Darts and thanks for joining me. We're doing really well with these finishes, so let's continue. So on to the number 107. So often we start with treble 20, but there's a benefit for going for a different treble. In this case, we're going to go for treble 19. Okay, our second, if you like, arguably our second most common treble 19. And the formula for treble 19, you would add 43, not 40. Like we do for the treble 20, but 43, and we add it onto the last two digits, just the same process. So 43 onto 07 in this case, and it does leave 50. And of course, if you have two darts, 107 is on the essential two dart finish, what I like to call the golden 44. I'm sure you heard me say that a few times. And so you've hit your treble 19, it would leave 50, and if you've only got two darts, then you would aim at bullseye for your second dart. But if you have three darts, what can we do with that? Well, so if you do have three darts and you hit your treble 19, you will have two darts to take out 50, and you can, if you don't know it automatically, I'm sure most of you do, let's just go through it. So the formulas I've shown you in the past, if you like to finish on 16s and you're a number that is no more than 52, and then you can certainly do this. So you take 2 off the last digit, so 2 off 0 is 8. But of course we're in a large number here, so it's not going to be 8, it's going to be 18. Okay, it doesn't take much to work that out, it's quite easy. 18 for your double 16. Okay, and if you like to finish on 14s, you just plus 4. That's plus 4 onto 0, so it would be 4, so it's not going to be 4, it's going to be 14, okay, because it's a high number of 50. Just have to get your mind around that. That's the only wrinkle in this road. But it's easy. So it's going to be a single 14. Just practice it and you will get it. Single 14 for double 18. Now, of course, I like to finish on 20s and 10s. So if I've got 50 and I've got two darts to take out 50, I'm not going to go for bullseye because that's just silly. I will go for treble 10 for double 10. But of course, the miss rule comes into play, and if I miss, I will more likely hit the big number than I will hit the treble. And if I'm going for treble 10, I may well hit the 10, which would leave 40. And that's going to be double 20, so I'm more than happy to go that route, treble 10, double 10 for if I have two darts at 50. Okay, so that's 107. Now there's another reason also why we go the route of treble 19s for our first dart and not treble 20s. It's because the number, the way the board is laid out, helps us a little bit if we make a mistake. So if we go and splash to the left hand side and hit the 7, we are left with 100, and we remember we've got two darts left, and we'll have 100. The two dart finish for 100 is treble 20 for double 20. Okay, we know this. You know this, of course you do. Or of course, if you go to the right hand side and hit the 3, and just take 3 off 7, and it leaves 104. And again, you've got two darts left, and that is a two dart finish. 104. That's treble 18 for your bullseye. Now I know that's a bit messy, but I'm sure you get that. So know your two dart finishes, so important. The most important ways to finish in darts, you've got to know those two dart finishes. What I like to call the golden 44. I won't say it again, don't worry. I probably will. Okay, so that is 107. So please don't see this as 107, right? Big number. Just see this as treble 19 leaving 50. Okay, that's the way to do it. On to number 106, so we're back to using our home base, our favourite treble 20, the one we're creating that muscle memory when we're throwing for scoring, of course, so why not use it as often as we can. So the formula for treble 20 when we throw for our first dart of 3, in this case we're going to add 40 onto the rule of 40, it's called. Add 40 onto the last two digits, 40 on 6 leaves 46. Okay, and you've got two darts to take that out. So I'm a 20s guy, so I might well go 6 for tops. If you're a 19s guy, 19s, don't throw over double 19. For a 16s guy, you would take 2 off the last digit. 2 off 6 is 4, so it's going to be 14 for double 16. And if you like to finish on 18s, these are the three most common finishes, arguably, you would you plus 4 onto the last digits of 4. Onto 6 is 10, so it's going to be 10 single 10 for double 18. Double 18 is 36 and this is 46, of course. So really quite straightforward. 106 is treble 20, leaving 46, and then you got your options how to take that out. Also, a little point, an additional point on the very first dart. If you do splash, this is a good reason why we go treble 20 as well. If you do splash and hit the 5, which is very easy to do, it would leave 101, and that is a 2-dart finish. That is treble 17 because that's 51 for bullseye, leaving 101. To our next number, number 105, we're going to stick at treble 20. When we can, we go for treble 20. Why? Because we're good at, should be good at getting close to it. Of course, it's very hard in this game of darts to hit it, but this is the number we practice at. So treble 20 for our first dart, and it's a rule of 40 when we throw treble 20. Add 40 onto the last 2 digits, 40 onto 5 reveals 45. So this is treble 20, leaving 45. That's the best way to look at this. And I'm a 20s guy, so I'd go 5 for tops. If you like to finish on 16s, you just take 2 off the last digit. So 2 off 5 is 3. So it's going to be 13 for double 16. Okay. And if you like to finish on 18s, I'm sure you're getting used to this now, plus 4 onto last digit, 5. So that's going to be 9 for double 16. Single 9 for double 16, double 18. You get the idea. Slip of the tongue. Okay. So, and also another reason why we go treble 20s, because it's surrounded by safety. Okay. Let's just clear this out just a little bit so it doesn't look too messy for you all. Okay. So, if we go to the left hand side on 105 on our first dart and hit the 5, we're left with 100. Okay, and 100 is a 2-dart finish. Treble 20, double 20. Okay, if you know these finishes, just shout them out. I can't hear you, but I'll pretend I can. And if you hit the 1, it would leave 104. And again, a 2-dart finish. Treble 18 for bullseye. Treble 18 is 54. Bullseye is 50. That's 104. Okay, so there's reasons why we go certain ways. Okay, so 105 is treble 20, leaving 45, and it's helpful because we've got these little safety valves on the 5 and the 1. Have a go with that. And so to the last number of the day, number 104. Now this is an essential 2-dart finish. Okay, it's on the golden 44 list. Okay, and if you've got 2 darts for 104, it would be treble 18 bull. Treble 18 is 54, bullseye is 50, so that's 104. But would you go that way if you've got 3 darts? There's probably better options. Let's investigate. Should you go the 20s route? Let's find out. So, home base, treble 20, you're going for that. So you add 40 onto the last digit, 40 onto 4, which leaves 44, and you would have 2 darts. Okay, to take that out. Now, I like to finish on double 20s, which is 40, so I need a single 4 for double 20. Okay. That's quite easy to do. If you like to finish on 16s down here, so you would take 2 off the 4, which would be 2, so 12. Okay, you just expand your mind a little bit. It's not going to be 2, it's going to be 12. A little bit of practice, it's really easy to see. 12 for double 16. There you go. And if you like to finish on 18s, you would plus 4 onto the last digit, always onto the last digit. So 4 into 4 is 8, and it's going to be 8 for double 18. Okay, now should it go that way? Maybe. You know, if you're a seasoned player and you're quite good at getting 20s, definitely do that. Just be aware though, there's dangers everywhere. If you go to the right hand side and hit, let's just clear this up because it's getting a little bit messy for people to see potentially. So if you're aiming for the treble 20 and you go to the right hand side, 1, it would leave 103. You've got 2 darts left. 103 is not a 2-dart finish. It's not on the golden 44 list. So you are dicing with danger. And also, if you hit 5, it would leave 99. And if you know anything about darts, 99, even though it's a 2-digit number, it's a 3-dart finish. So again, you would come unstuck. So let's try and find a better alternative. And I think I have, well, I know I have taught this. What do you mean I think? I know. I have taught this before. So I like to go, if I got 3 darts at 104, you can go treble 19s, absolutely can, but I like to go 16th route. So if I hit treble 16, which is 48, it would leave 56, and I've got 2 darts left. I would be a same area, so I'm not changing, not going up the top of the board. I'm not changing really much of my kind of dart line. Single 16 for double 20. Okay, if on my first dart I miss the treble 16 and hit the big 16, which is this miss rule, more commonly you will hit that big number than the treble, it would leave 88, and I've got 2 darts to get 88. Well, I'm in the same area because I can go for treble 16 again, because that's 48. If I hit it, it leaves I need another 40 to make it 88, so I'll go for tops again. Of course, I may miss it and hit the big 16 again. Okay, this is what you need to put into your practice routine. And if I hit that, I've got 72 left, and I've got 1 dart to go. And you can take out 72. There's a few ways to do it. It's a first dart indicator. If you've been seeing my videos, you know what I'm talking about, and that can be treble 12 for double 18. Okay, but I would go the same route because I'm in the same area. 72. I'll go for treble 16. If I hit it, that's quite messy. Let's just clear that up, so no one's gonna moan. Actually, no one moans really. Yeah, I'll go for treble 16. If I hit it, I'll come back to the board for double 12. But if I miss it and hit the big 16, hopefully, of course, I can hit anything. But if I hit the big 16, it would leave 56 when I come back to the board. A really simple single 16 for double 20. Or single 20 for double 18. Keep walking this down as much as you can. So that's a really good alternative for 104 if you have 3 darts. Okay, you can go the 19s route, and I'll let you work that out yourself. Let me know how you get on. Anyway, so that's 104. So we've almost finished this little chapter. One more video to go. I'm going to finish when we get to the 100. And then I'm going to address some numbers that I've never really spoke about. And so coming next time, just one more video. And then, of course, we're going to continue talking about marking and scoring. Hope you're getting on well with that. Do your homework. Okay, thanks so much for watching. Take care for now.